Our sun is a very important star. It sits in the center of our solar system and it is the reason we have life on Earth. Think of it like a giant, powerful engine in the sky. This incredible ball of hot gas gives us light to see during the day and warmth to keep our planet comfortable. All the plants on Earth use sunlight to make their food. We eat plants, animals that eat plants. So without the sun, there would be no food for us to eat and no heat to keep us warm. It is the heart of our cosmic neighborhood, holding everything together. The sun is very, very old. Scientists believe it is about 4.6 billion years old. That number is so big it is hard to imagine. Our sun is a middle-aged star, which means it has been shining for a long time, but it will keep shining for a long time to come. It is not a ticking time bomb that will explode suddenly. Instead, it has a long and predictable life story. For billions of years, it has been a stable source of energy for Earth, allowing life to grow and change. So, let's imagine the impossible. What if the sun did explode tomorrow? For a short time we would not know anything had happened. The sun is very far away from us. About 150 million kilometers. Light needs time to travel that huge distance. It takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds for the light from the sun to reach our planet. That means we'd still see the sun shining for over 8 minutes after it was gone. Life would feel completely normal. Outside playing, eating your lunch, sitting in a classroom, the sky would be blue, the birds would be singing, the world would feel safe. The last rays from a star that was already gone would still be arriving, bringing warmth, bringing brightness. The Earth would be receiving light and heat from a memory, a sun that no longer existed. Then, after those 8 minutes, everything would change instantly. First sign, darkness. The sky would go black. Like someone flipped a giant switch, the moon would disappear from view. Only distant stars would remain. A huge wave of energy and particles would slam into the day side of Earth. Temperatures would spike, many times hotter than a desert, boiling everything away in a flash. The night side would be spared the first blast of heat, but people there would face permanent, total darkness. There would be no more sunrise, ever. The shockwave wouldn't destroy the planet, but the consequences would be catastrophic. Without the sun's gravity, Earth would stop orbiting. It would begin to drift away like a lost balloon into cold, empty space. Without the sun's warmth, Earth would cool down very quickly. Within 1 week, average surface temperature would drop to about -18 degrees Celsius. Colder than a freezer. People would need shelter immediately to stay warm. As weeks and months passed, the cold would worsen. Within a year, surface temperature would fall to -73 degrees Celsius. At that temperature, our oceans would begin to freeze. Freezing would start from the top, forming a thick layer of ice. That ice would grow deeper over time. All plants and animals on the surface would die. The world that was once green and blue would become a silent, frozen ball of ice. Life would become impossible on the surface. If we knew in advance that the sun was going to explode, could humans find a way to survive? It would be the biggest challenge humanity has ever faced. Our first instinct might be to try to leave Earth and find a new planet to live on. Traveling to another star system is incredibly difficult and would take thousands of years with our current technology. It's unlikely we could build a spaceship big and fast enough to save everyone. So leaving our solar system might not be realistic for most people. The journey would be too long, the challenge is too great. A more possible idea would be to go underground. Just a few meters below the surface, the Earth stays around 17 degrees Celsius from core heat. If we had time to prepare, we could build huge underground cities or bunkers to protect us from the surface cold. These cities would need to be completely self-sufficient. We'd have to create our own light, grow our own food using geothermal energy, grow our own food using nuclear power, recycle our water, recycle our air. Now for the good news, the sun is not going to explode tomorrow. In fact, our sun is not the type of star that ever has a big explosive death. Giant stars, much bigger than our sun, end their lives in a massive explosion called a supernova explosion. But our sun is too small and stable for that, so you can relax and enjoy the sunshine without worrying. The scenario we imagined is just a what-if story. The real future of our sun is much slower and far less dramatic, and it will not happen for a very, very long time. The sun will continue to shine just as it is now for another 5 billion years. After that, it will begin its slow dying process. As it runs out of its main fuel, hydrogen, it will start to get hotter and bigger. It will grow so large that it will become what scientists call a red giant. As a red giant, the sun will expand and swallow the closest planets. Mercury, Venus, it might even grow large enough to swallow the Earth. By this point, our planet will have become far too hot for life long before it is consumed. After its time as a red giant, the sun will lose its outer layers. These layers of gas will float away into space, creating a beautiful, glowing cloud called a planetary nebula. This cosmic cloud will contain all the elements that were once inside our star.